And then dear Tanya.
Hey,
Oh, hey
hi
guys.
guys.
How's everybody going tonight? Hopefully all good. It's a bit cold nowadays. Getting a bit.
Yeah, feeling the cold, which I love. I love cold. Cold is my favorite.
Oh God, why
But
is
it does affect me in the swimming though. I can't get in the pool. But actually, I did go to the pool because what I did do is I went and swam in that cold, cold water. I felt so refreshed afterwards.
Oh my God.
So good.
I mean, but
I
there'll come
loved
a
it.
point where you can't do that. It'll be too cold. Like you can't just go in there. I'm gonna get my charger so this doesn't run out.
Oh, okay. So, yeah. So, I mean, I love it. I love. I mean, it's supposed to be good for your what's it called? Good for your muscles as well, healing. So that was good. I enjoyed that. But it is getting cold. I felt the cold chill, and I opened the door a little bit, and I was like, wow, this is it. Winter's on the horizon. It's almost there, guys. So, yeah, Leah's going to tell us a bit of a story today. She encountered a Karen. I'm just waiting for her to come back, and I can't wait because I mean, have I experienced a Karen over here? I'm not sure yet. Oh, there's Karens everywhere, but some of them are forgetful. I mean, like you can ignore them, and they don't really, they don't really touch the surface of Karenness. But apparently today, Leah had a good encounter with a real Karen.
Tak apa niya ni man tak pakai. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Hi guys. Yeah. I just wanted to let you know what happened today. So today I went to the doctors because I've been feeling a little bit under the weather.
Are you feeling better?
Yeah, a little bit. Just like a little bit of a cold. But anyway, so when I was going to the doctors today, then when I got there, went to the receptionist, and they were Spanish speaking. So they were talking their Spanish, which is fine. I think that you can speak Spanish, but you shouldn't be speaking Spanish if I speak English. No, because nobody likes that. Nobody wants to feel like you're talking about them.
So you were there. I mean, were there other like Spanish speaking people there?
No, nobody was there. They were speaking Spanish amongst themselves, these two receptionists. Okay, so I'm there. I'm like, okay, she's like, your insurance is this. And I'm like, okay, well, let me sort it out. I'm going to go and sit down and check my insurance. Give me a second. So I go and sit down. I'm on the phone talking to them and I'm on hold. And then I'm like, why is this other receptionist who I didn't go to looking at me? And I'm like, oh, she want me to come up there? Like, what's going on? So I say to her, anything? Do you need me? I'm not. She has such a horrible voice, like a voice of like anger. I'm not staring at you. Why would I stare at you?
Hold on. You said to her, is there anything I can help you with, more or less, right? But you didn't say nothing about stare, did you? Did you?
No, I didn't say anything. I'm like, do you want me? Because usually when they look at you, they want, okay, come up here.
It's like
insurance. You're the person behind the counter. I'm listening to you. Then she's like, why would I stare at you? I'm staring out of the window. I'm staring out the door. Okay. Keep staring at those. She has such an attitude. Then they start speaking their Spanish again to each other. And I'm like, no, I'm not putting up with this. So I went up there and I'm like, call your manager. I'm not going to put up with this. I want to talk to your manager. You want to speak to my manager? She said, I'll get my manager. It's right here. She walked off and she got a manager. They bring the manager and another lady. And then I'm like, okay, so this happened. I'm sitting down and she's carrying on. I'm like, isn't she supposed to be customer service? Like, where is the customer service here in the...
Nowhere. Zero.
No, California had it.
Well, here doesn't.
No. It's like that. That's not even one of the rules.
I think like it's like they're actually work avoidance. As soon as you come to a place of retail or a place of shopping or anything, they avoid you like the plague. Rather than saying, welcome, hi, how can I help you? Oh, what's going on there? That looks really good, blah, 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 blah. Anything.
Some is good. but there's the odd
I
one
haven't met any yet.
there, just there for
All
the
I know is that they just want to leave or hide. I've
Yeah.
seen people sitting under racks, man, like not even doing their job.
So I explained it to the manager, and she was getting involved. She was like, I didn't say that. I said, because I'm not angry. I wasn't staring at you. And the manager was like, okay, don't engage, she said to her, which I find, okay, I still find that a bit offensive, because why are you not engaged? But that's fine. What she should have said to her would have been, okay, you don't talk.
What did the manager say? So the manager said, what? Hold on. She said, I didn't.
Don't engage. She was saying, okay. Yeah, she was one going off, and she was like, don't engage. She looked at her, and then she stopped talking. And I'm just like, I just find it really disrespectful. I mean, why would you? First of all, you're at a medical center. Obviously, people going there, they're sick. They want a little bit of, like, you know, not attention, but I mean,
compassion, empathy.
Yeah, empathy. You're going there, and you need some empathy. Oh no. Oh, okay. And the manager was understanding. She was like, okay, you can write one to me. She gave me a piece of paper, so I write this long letter, because you've got to write the letters. And then I wrote the letter to them, and then I started to explain to the manager. I was like, it's very disrespectful what she did. Like, she's carrying on like I've been with this medical center for over 2 years since I got here. This is the worst experience I've ever had. Like, don't talk to me like that. She was just staring like, what? I'm not staring at you. Why would I stare at you?
Why would you stare at? Why would you go in there to stare at someone? You're obviously there to go to the doctor.
I'm there to go to the doctor. Like, you know, why are you yelling, trying to fight with a patient?
You don't know what the patient has going on.
Yeah. You don't even know what they're going through, and she's going off at a patient. I'm like, and another thing, they should not be speaking their language behind there. I understand there's a lot of Spanish people coming through. That's respectful. Go and talk to them in Spanish, because some of them can't speak English. That's fine. But if there's nobody there, you should be English, buddy. This is an English-speaking country.
Oh, well, hold on a minute. I mean,
no.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. They should be speaking English. It's true. Well, I mean, it's just respectful, because you don't know what people's perceptions might be. They might perceive that you're talking about them, and then it can be very hurtful. I say.
Yeah. I mean, yes.
But it's also like when what about when you get your nails done though? I mean,
they do it all the time. Whatever. I mean, I'm not trying to be funny, but I mean, it's just like they do their whole thing. Like, that's not right. You're dealing with the customers. You're dealing in the customer service environment.
Yeah.
We're in an English-speaking country. Speak English, for God's sake. It should not be accepted, especially in those nails places. It's not acceptable. I know they talk about, oh, you go in there and you got big toenails or whatever it is, or look at this one, they've never cleaned their toenails for weeks. Look at this big foot. Look at the corn on this one never clean. How many times has she been in there?
You must come every week. You must come every month. You can't come 6 months.
Look at this one come in. Should charge her double. Charge her double. Look at the size of her foot. I mean, remember the other one, this foot is big, remember? And what about when we were in Malaysia, they were doing it, but the fact that we could understand.
And that's why they just smiled it off.
Mm-hmm. But I don't know, man. I just feel like the customer service here is just crap. Like, there's no respect. She's arguing with me across the table. Like, okay, we're in gangster land. I'm coming from my medical appointment. Why are you coming for me? So yeah, that's just my venting for the day. Find it really disgusting.
I mean, I'm just trying to be devil's advocate. Do you think she would perceive you? I mean, we know she's a Karen, but do you think she could potentially perceive you as a Karen?
Why would I be a Karen when I'm coming in there trying to go to a medical appointment? Be nice, for God's sake. Just be like, oh, okay. You can talk to me. It's all, this is what I always say to people, it's all in the delivery. It's not what you say, because sometimes they're right. I can't fit you in, you're too late, or whatever that is. Or, but yeah, somebody just threw me off. Come in here. Yeah. So you're not always right, but it's all in the delivery and how you speak to people. Like, I can say something twice in the same way. I can say, okay, well, I keep finding examples. I'm the worst at examples, but how are you today? Are you having a nice day? Or I can say, how are you today? Are you having a nice day or what? You know, one's
Oh,
right.
not even how are you? Just give me my appointment. Doesn't
Okay,
even
yeah,
say.
a rough saying. Okay, give me my appointment. Or do you mind? Can I get an appointment, please? You know, it's nice.
Oh, excuse me. Do you mind? Yeah.
Animals. I'm just telling you. I mean, I'm not all of them. Not all these people are like that. This one today.
I mean, you come across. Yeah. I mean, it's just
saying.
being rude. It's just being rude to people for no reason, and it's just like maybe they're just so used to it of having their customer service level at 4 or 3,
Yeah,
not 10.
yeah.
I mean, how would this would be the polite way to do it? You said yes. You would do the same reenactment with me.
Okay, when she's looking at me,
Yeah.
I said, "Yeah, is there anything? Do you need me?"
Oh no, sorry. I was just thinking about something.
Yeah.
I was drifting off. Sorry.
Ended. I'm not looking at you. I'm just staring at you. Why would I stare at you? Like and tap it away. Like it was horrible looking, by the way. Not that had anything to do with it, because horrible people look good when they're nice. Trust me.
Shines through, right?
Through the personality. So yeah, that was my story for the day. What else was I going to talk about today?
I thought that other thing would have lasted a while. So you wrote the letter?
Yeah, I wrote the letter, and then I'm going to actually take it all the way up to the top. I don't mess around. You're not going to keep treating people like that. It may not be me, but you're going
to hurt someone one day. Someone that goes there for blood results and it doesn't turn out the way they want it to be, you know, and then you treat them like crap. They could just be in a bad way.
Yeah, and don't be in that business if you can't handle it. If you want to be a stupid cow, don't be a customer service. Be behind something. Like, I wouldn't even say be on the phone. What could you do? Like work in the factory or something, sewing
just
up.
Be a cleaner, man. Be a cleaner where you're working by yourself, you know? You obviously can't be in the position where you interact with human beings. So you've got to work by yourself. A job that is solo, where you clean after hours, or maybe, you know, input data entry by yourself. You can't be customer facing. That's a recommendation.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's my story for today. Have you got anything? I mean, I did want to touch a little bit on the current dating scene out here in, let's say, yeah, and how it is, because I think that a lot of women now are looking at dating, and a lot of, you know, people as they get older, they, you know, come to realize their partners are not what they want. So they go into the scene maybe 20 years later and they're not happy with it. I've had a lot of complaints.
About what's out there or what's coming in?
I think what's out there right now.
What's out there then?
Just people like who, you know, disrespect. I mean, I think a lot of these men nowadays, they're all about, only because I've spoken to the ladies at my work today. One of them,
people don't like that.
Yeah, well, one of them was talking about, she went out on a date, and then she met this guy, and she was not happy on the date. So when he came on the date,
start from the beginning. Start from the beginning. Okay, so who's the lady? Don't give the name away. Don't say the name. Don't say the name. I mean, like, she recently single or just started? Obviously, just jumped into the scene.
Not really. She's been single for a little bit, so she's been looking. So probably about 4 years. She came from an abusive relationship. Yeah, and she was just telling me that she's been out on the scene, and she's just sick of dating right now because she's come across men who are like, you know, what do you bring to the table? Like, you know, she went on a date. That was the first thing. And then he expected her to pay. Like, okay, that's fine. I mean, but I think, like, is that like an expectation nowadays? I don't know. You tell me. What do you think about that subject?
Is it an expectation? I think for women, if you want to feel safe and you want to, because there's lots of psychos out there. Okay, let's put it out bluntly. Looks like if you want to keep it separate to the point where you're like, okay, I'm comfortable now, you can pay for me. But just so it's not locked in yet, because some people feel like if you pay for something, you're actually paying for something else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, that's the mentality. That's what I mean. The mentality
That's
nowadays.
what I mean. So you want to always pay your way as much as you can for as long as you can, up until obviously when it gets more serious.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's true. But she was only disappointed from there, but that was fine. She said she paid, and then after that, she he just started asking weird questions,
Such as
like rude questions. Like he was asking,
dirty.
what color bra are you wearing?
Dirty.
Like on the first date.
No, hold on. You're sitting at a table having lunch or dinner, whatever it was, and then what color bra?
Yeah, like
that's extreme.
I think that her bra was showing through. So then he was like,
so
yeah, you don't disrespect. Like that's crazy.
I'm not no one's telling you to lower your brow, but
lower your gaze.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, then that started, and she was like, well, that's not nice. And then she's like, from there, she just wanted to get away.
Well, the thing is, like, really, if the bra was being seen through the blouse, right? Yeah. Why would you ask what color? Why wouldn't you just say, I see the purple bra?
Color. He wanted. I don't know. These people that come with a different mentality. It's like, is she going to lie to me, or does she know that I can see it? And so she was like, I'm wearing. I don't know.
Always on a test piece, right?
She felt uncomfortable, so she just said a blue one, and he goes, "You lie. I see it's white." I'm like, oh my God, when I was talking to her, that is crazy, like really bad. So yeah, she was just telling me that, and then she just took off. She kind of
well, she's obviously been on many, but
what
was the one before that like?
It's pretty similar. I mean,
not all asking about
the battle of the
well, maybe she shouldn't wear. Why are they always talking about
the battle of who's going to pay? Like,
it shouldn't be a battle now. She needs to be up front and say, look, I've got mine here. When they come to take the order, you just say, look, these are separate to the waitress and say, look, these are separate.
If she wants to go that way, I mean, a lot of women still don't want to do that. I mean,
if you're dealing with psychos, man, I think you really don't need to know these people from a bar of soap or from a can of paint.
And there'll still be a psycho whether they pay or not.
So. Yeah, but you want to keep it strictly, as much as you can. I mean, because they'll come back and say, I pay for your food.
Yeah. What do I get in return?
Yeah, come here.
Kind of scary, man. I don't know if this internet has made it worse or whatever. I mean, like dating nowadays is like kind of scary. It's like, oh God, I think you should spend some time getting to know the person, especially if it's internet. Like, get to know the person
online, like over the phone a lot. Lot.
Phone and like video chat. See them.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. And video chats at different hours too, not just like 8 o'clock. Anything could be going on like in the morning or whatever, right?
It depends on how serious you want to be. Some of these women too, they just want to sleep. I mean,
how serious is she?
I think she just wants, of course, she wants a relationship. But I mean,
yeah, of course.
Some people.
I mean, if she's been free for like 4 years, right?
Yeah, she's done all that other stuff to get out of it.
I mean, if it was an abusive relationship, I mean, hopefully she's already healed and not looking at every. How people start looking at every single thing because their last partner was a jerk. So, peace to her, man. I mean, more power to her if she can, but it's no good. So that's.
Yeah, I'll keep you posted on that gossip. I mean, yeah, she's going to probably go out again. That didn't deter her, so she's probably going to do that again. But yeah, I just feel like the dating scene is like. So very, very difficult, especially when you're like over 30, it's like really hard.
Of course, it's just like a mosh pit, isn't it? Mix up. Because what happens when you're looking in that sort of age group, they go into these stupid things where like they go and do those self-help. So they think, oh, I'm out of a relationship too. So I'm going to be this other person that I wasn't in the other relationship. So everyone's acting out of order. Everyone's doing the wrong thing.
Yeah, and they're kind of like, I'm going to find
do more than what I did with the last person. I'm going to do less than what I did with my ex-wife. I'm going to do, everyone's doing these change-ups, but really they should be looking at the best person they can be from within, not trying to compete with what happened in your last relationship.
Yeah, it's all about the healing, I suppose. I mean, probably that guy has been through some crap as far as financially, and he's probably, I'm not giving her nothing. She will pay. I mean, I know somebody like that, but anyway, I'm not. She will pay for me. Oh, she will pay everything for me. Shut up, man. I'm not going to give them 1 cent anymore. Oh, shut up. Just shut up.
Okay.
Yeah,
So we touched the bars somewhere here, I think.
Yeah, touch a nerve, but I mean, yeah, because it's like, oh, now you're going to treat women like crap. I mean, you've always treated women like crap anyway. You're just going to do it.
Oh, they're just not going to do it. They're going to do less for the next person. That's what happens. That they always feel like I gave my all and now it's over, so now I'm going to do less. Rather than looking at a perspective, pulling back and saying, okay, now why didn't that actually work out? What should I change or what should I not change? What can I keep? What was good about the relationship? Or even coming to their ex-partner and saying, hey, can you tell me some good things about me and, where did I go wrong exactly?
Oh, yeah, but you're talking about a decent person there.
I mean, regular person.
I mean, usually when you live a relationship, you're always pointing the finger. I mean, what they have to do is a lot of self-reflection, because at the end of the day, you have to, it's not about blaming. It's about, okay, why didn't that work, like you said? And it's about trying to find out the solution about how I can do better. Okay, maybe not with this person, but I mean, where did I go wrong? And then looking at themselves, lots of self-reflection. It's not just about, oh, that person's this or
that person hated me because I did this. No. It's not about the because or anything like that. That whole thing is over. Now you just have to look at yourself. That's it. There's no more to. It's you. And then you have to look at yourself now.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, so that's just another one of my stories. Like, I'll let you guys know on her next date and see what happens, because I mean, I've been on that out there in the dating scene. Horrible. I mean, you can't even joke with some men nowadays. That you get called all sorts of names. I mean, I'm a kind of jokey type of person. Like, I mean, like, I can't just, I'm joking around. Next thing you know, you've been called childish and like, okay. I mean, I kind of look for somebody who has a little bit of a sense of humor. Obviously, you can't catch my wit, so then be gone. Oh, God.
Yeah, straight away.
But you get emails and you get messages, oh, you're this and this and this. But the moment we didn't even make it.
Like bounce,
Yeah, we didn't make it to a date because you are an idiot.
And that's good. Like you're saying, it's phone calls first, it's FaceTime first, it's all that first.
Pissing that first is a good one.
It's about, going to that level. If you can, just go for it.
Yeah.
Say whatever. Swear. I mean, say the F-bomb. Let it go. You just have to, because if you don't say the F-bomb, they're going to be like, oh, you swore. Oh, you said a bad word. I mean, come on.
But I mean, if you introduce that to, you've got to be careful.
Yeah, but it doesn't. I mean, you have to be real. Try to be as real as you can. I mean, you're not going to be like this falsified, like, princess that's going to be like, I eat my food like this. I don't chew and talk. I mean, come on. You have to be real.
You got to be
real. Like, and then, it's not going to be like that. And then they say, oh, I thought you didn't fart.
Yeah, but everybody's a human being at the end of the day. Like, if I say fuck or shit or whatever, I mean, it is what it is. Like, don't judge me. Sure, you never became perfect after 30 years old. I mean, everybody's got a past. What do they say? What's the thing that they always say? Every saint has a past and every sinner has a future. So yeah, swallow.
Yes, of course, no one's perfect.
Nobody's perfect. I'm just like, ugh. But anyway, these guys out here just ridiculous. I will tell you another story, but I'll tell you later. I mean, it was really bad.
What? Later one or now? You're gonna tell
me? Later. Okay. Well, we have 6 more minutes, right? So I'll just tell you.
We do?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I went out to, like, it was a night place. Okay, I only say night place because I'm mocking somebody, but it was a nightclub and it was a bar. And okay, and you would I mean, I wouldn't say, because I've seen this before in my younger days, but after 30, you know, it's kind of like, oh, because this was an older crowd. So I saw two people by the bin doing
What?
their thing. I saw them even, like, he just came up to her in the club or whatever you call it, the bar. Next thing you know, they were by the rubbish bin doing the do. I'm like, wow, okay. Is that the level we have to go to now? No, not
Outdoor rubbish bin or indoor rubbish bin?
outdoor. The big bin, you know, the big one where they throw all the big trash. They were out there, and I'm like, oh Lord, okay. Don't even get much. Yeah, you don't even get the car anymore.
That becomes stupid. That becomes stupid. That actually comes to that becomes stupid because it comes to the point where you're like, I'm not good enough for a home. I'm not good enough for a bed. I'm not even good enough for 4 walls.
No, you're not even. Yeah, not even a car. No, you can't.
You're home. You're homeless. So they do you like that in the street?
And they weren't even like talking. She'd gone that way and he'd gone that way. I'm like,
oh, maybe unless it was.
I mean, I'm not one to judge. Don't get me wrong. Judge people because everybody do their
unless it was, you know, a lady of the night.
No, it wasn't lady of night. She paid to go in there. I don't know if it's.
How do you know if you said one person went that way, one person went that way? I mean,
yeah, I don't know.
No, thank you,
lady of the night.
Bam, bam, thank you, ma'am.
Own thing. I mean, you know, you do all sorts of crap when you're younger, but I mean, as you get older, you kind of.
So wasn't it an older crowd place? That place?
Yeah, it was older crowd. There was like 40s, 30s, 50s in there.
They weren't kids. They ain't kids.
No, and the guy.